Sai Sampath. My roll number is 2031A0 2B4.
And I'm Deepak. My roll number is 20L3180. Okay.
In this project, we are specially dealing about septic converter and the best way and the efficient way we use septic converter to drive the BLDC motor. And for that, we are using renewable energy source, that is solar panel, and here we are using the solar module. This solar module is connected to septic converter, and that connection will be explained by me now. This is a solar module which is having an outage voltage of 21.6 voltage, and each cell and total number of cells are 81. This solar panel will be observing the energy, and that energy will be converted to electrical energy, and this electrical energy will be given to septic converter. This is a septic converter, and in this septic converter the main operation is whenever here solar panel will be not having a constant input supply. Sometimes due to climatic conditions or any other conditions, there will be always a fluctuation in the given input and output voltages. Sometimes the input and output voltages will be minimum or maximum. For that case, we use septic converter. Why only septic converter? We have other converters like buck converter, boost converter, buck boost converter, but this septic converter main role is to take any sort of input, either it may be less input or more voltage input, and to convert it and give a constant supply to all the loads. So here, this is the operation about septic converter, and how this septic converter will be helpful for the battery charging, and next operation will be explained by my friend Deepak.
As my friend said, the septic converter output is connected to the battery and the motor. So while we are using the battery, it means in case of there is no availability of a solar power, so we use as a backup plan as battery. So which is rating says 12 volts and 1.3 amperes, which is a lead acid battery. And this battery has a 4 conditions. In resting case, it will have if it has 100% of full charging, it will has the 12.7 or 13 volts. So if it is connected to any load, it will get only 12.5. So we are seeing that it is on load. After that, if it in case it is charging, it will get 12 volts to 13 volts. It will variation due to the irradiation levels. So based on that, it voltage changes. So another case is resting period. So in case this if it has a full charging power, it will show the 12.7 to 13 volts. That's all. So BLDC motor explained by Mary Chris.
While there were many other motors, in our project we are using only BLDC motor, because DC motors will have brushes and commutation, and it will have commutation effects. In case of single phase induction motor, it will be difficult to control complexity. So in order to avoid those disadvantages and drawbacks, we are using BLDC motor. Here BLDC motor consists of 2 parts, stator and rotor. The stator will be the rotating part and the rotor will be the constant. Due to magnetic interactions between stator and rotor, the motor tends to rotate and it will pump the water. The next part will be explained by Vinay.
I explained before she already said about BLDC motor. To add more novelty to this project, we have included these components: Arduino Uno 2x16 LCD display, and a potentiometer, buzzer, and a relay, and push buttons. The main working of this equipment was, we have given a code to the Arduino Uno. The main use of the code was to set the timer for the motor. As we can see, here is the timer. We can adjust the timer by using push buttons. We can set the timers by using push buttons. We can adjust the timer in seconds, minutes, and hours. And here is the I have a potentiometer, which we can adjust the brightness of the timer. And here is the buzzer. This buzzer will make sound when the motor turns off. And here is the push buttons to adjust the timings of the motor. Now the set button. Now the motor will start running. As we can see, the timer is set. The timer is set. Here the time is going on, and the water is coming from the pipe. And the buzzer sounds when the motor turns off. This is the whole concept of our project.
By doing this additional timer Arduino code, we will be able to control the timing of operation of motor. By this, the more energy will not be consumed and there will be no waste of power in this project. In addition to the project, we have also added a sensor. This will be acting as a real operation, means this sensor's main operation is to detect whether the soil is wet or whether it is dry. So based on that, if the soil is wet, there is no any more need of water to wet the agricultural soil. So automatically here the motor is connected, and this is the relays which is connected to a battery and a sensor. So actually now I placed this sensor in dry area. So when I placed a sensor in a dry area, here we observed that there is no any change, and here there is no any operation of relay, and the motor will also run when it is connected to battery. In other case, here if you observe, this total soil is wet. So when this soil sensor is placed in a wet soil, which is more than enough for the crop growth, there will be a operation of relay and there will be a green light appeared in relay. In this case, when this motor is connected to a battery, automatically the relay will be disconnected and this motor operation will stop. And by this, we can measure the moisture level of the soil, and in this way we can stop the excess power used in this project. So this is an extension to our project.